Welcome back, guys, to more recipes from Gourmet Grater. Today we're going to be making some gourmet hamburgers by Gourmet Grater. I'm going to be using our large ceramic bowl. Remember, we always want to start with ceramic wet for garlic and onion, so we're just going to use a little bit of olive oil here to kind of lubricate those grating teeth. If you have our small garlic graters, you could always do everything that you need to on those and then just transfer it into a bowl. Of course, the beauty of the big bowl is everything's done in the bowl itself. Grating garlic, that's going to help everything just disappear and melt into this recipe. Great flavor, less indigestion, right down to the end stem of the garlic. Remember, you never eat that part anyway. If you ever have trouble digesting onion, try grating onion. Way better than chopping it. Way easier on the stomach. Of course, better flavor. That's going to melt into the recipe here. Now, guys, after we've got that started, we're going to add in a little bit of crackers today instead of breadcrumbs. So we're just going to smash these up a little bit. Sometimes I'll just use my hands. Sometimes I'll just use a spatula. We just want to get those into crumbs. We'll mix that in. Probably about that much there. This is our dry herb mill. I have a herbs de Provence all loaded and ready in here. It's got a little bit of everything, kind of my go-to blend. Grinding those dry herbs gets all the flavor right where we want it. You know, when you rub the herbs in your hand, all the flavor and oil of the herbs ends up in your fingers. Right here, all our flavor, all those herb oils right in the recipe, right where we want them. Little tap for crunch. Grinding it is for the fine, for flavor. Pushing it is more for the crunch, for the texture. We're going to add in some ground pepper here. I love this. If you have a chance to pick one of these up, made in France. Sea salt, Himalayan salt, kosher salt, whatever you have handy. We're going to do a little bit of real bacon bits just to do something a little bit different. That's going to be a great addition to our recipe here. Probably about that much there. Now what I want to do, guys, crack in an egg. That's really going to hold everything together. Right on the side of the bowl. I love doing French toast in these bowls too. If you've seen my other videos for Gourmet Grater. Pause. So again, guys, we have our grated garlic inside of that, fresh grated onion, a little bit of Ritz Cracker Crumbs instead of the breadcrumbs, herbs de Provence, that's our dry herb mill, ground pepper, ground salt, cracked egg. Now we're ready to add in our ground beef. I actually went for a ground sirloin this time. Sometimes I like that a little bit better. We're gonna pause the video for a minute so I could go ahead and mix this together and then wash my hands. But that's our hamburger mix so far. So we're just folding everything together there into that ground sirloin. I like using silicone spatulas. After I do this a little bit more, everything's gonna be pretty well blended. I'm gonna go ahead and when I'm done, cover that with some press and seal. I like leaving this at room temperature. I always like cooking my meat at room temperature, so we're gonna cover this, guys. We're gonna let it sit probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe sip on a glass of wine for a bit, and then we'll fire up the grill. Get everything cooking. We'll be right back, guys. Before we keep cooking, guys, a real quick shout out to my friend Winston from the street fair at the College of the Desert. He sells these amazing barbecue covers, guys. I know we're coming up to 4th of July. There's going to be a lot of barbecues going on 4th of July weekend. So maybe if you're in need of a good cover, guys, you might want to contact him. Ships anywhere. Purchase mine at the street fair at College of the Desert. Okay, guys, while that grill is heating up, all you missed is we put some challenge butter on our buns here. I picked these up today. These are Cheesecake Factory gourmet buns for our recipe here for hamburgers from Gourmet Grater. A little bit of butter when the hamburgers are almost cooked. Probably when I throw the cheese on the burgers, I'll put these on the grill too, top shelf. Let those cook up a bit. So let's cook the burgers.
Go.
So we got our grill nice and hot, guys. We've got our hamburgers all formed up, shaped up, and ready. I'm making 3 tonight. One's gonna turn out to be a slider. Might have that as a little bit of an appetizer. Grated garlic, grated onion, cracker crumbs. Oh my gosh, little herbes de Provence in there. Salt and pepper, of course. I'll probably put a little bit more pepper right before I throw the cheese on top of these. I like a lot of peppers, so that's my style. And then when I throw the cheese, I got the top shelf right there, and that's where we'll toast up those buns when it's time for that. Pause for now and we'll keep cooking. So while the burgers are cooking, we went ahead and sliced up a tomato, got our lettuce ready, cheese is out. Gonna go flip those burgers right now. So we just did our first flip here, guys. So far, so good. On the second flip, a little bit extra pepper, cheese, buns on the top rack. Just wanted you to see what's happening so far here, guys. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and flip these guys over. Oh. Try and get some cross grill marks going here. Flip the direction there. Ooh, that slider's looking good. Extra pepper. Time for some cheese. And turn that flame down a little bit. Get these buns. We've already buttered those. We're gonna throw these on the top. And we'll be right back. Okay, guys, thanks for staying with us for the whole video here. Time to pretty much prep these up and devour them. I would show you that part, but I'm starving at this point. If you want, you could see some pictures on our Instagram. It's at TheGourmetGrater. Again, Instagram at TheGourmetGrater. Bon appetit. Let's eat, guys. Thanks, and have a great night. All of our recipes are at gourmetgrater.com. Thank you, guys.